team of researchers from the University of Science and Technology of China, University College London, and the Chinese University of Hong Kong have pooled their collective brainpower to address a problem that has been crippling the industry: waste in wind-up toys. Wind-up toys. The team of computer scientists came up with a system that should speed the development and manufacturing of new wind-up toy designs. It turns out that all wind-up toys essentially have one of 11 basic elemental designs that make the minions dance, the crabs crawl, and the crazy bunny heads on sheep bodies fly? I mean, at least they're creative, if not deeply troubled. The work trims a lot of wasted material out of each design, and as a result, the toys consume less energy. That means the sheep bunny abomination flies a little further with each twist of the knob. With the system, you input your parts that you want to move, how you want them to move, and it gives you a plan as to which elemental mechanism to use and how to attach it to the clockwork motor attached to the spring key. The idea is that now DIYers and makers can 3D print their own designs and use the system to make a move. Personally, I'm going to make a tiny John McClane that army crawls through a ventilation shaft. It's a work in progress. Gonna need to add music in there too, or maybe just some sound. Now for something interesting. Engineers at MIT have made what they're calling living tattoos. Thin, transparent patches covered with live bacteria cells in the form of a tree. The cells are mixed with hydrogel so that they can be 3D printed onto the tattoos. Each branch of the tree is lined with cells that respond to different chemicals. When the patch is exposed to a particular chemical, regions of the tree light up to identify the chemical exposure. To test the patch, researchers smeared chemical compounds onto the back of a test subject's hand. They then applied a hydrogel patch, which, over several hours, lit up as the bacteria sensed the chemicals. The researchers say that the work could be used to make active materials for wearable sensors and interactive displays. Although, the diagnostic timeline may need to be sped up a bit depending on the chemicals in question. Mine says red. Is red bad? I mean, it's been like 5 hours. Yeah, I'm done. Next, the researchers will continue to make more patches and stickers that detect a wider variety of chemicals. Now for something interesting. The Avro Canada CF-105 Aero was a delta-winged supersonic interceptor aircraft developed in the late 1950s. When the aircraft was in development, numerous tests were conducted from the shore of Lake Ontario. The jet propulsion engines and prototypes are still scattered over the lake, and a large public interest about the fighter planes remains intact because the program was abruptly shut down in the 1950s. The events surrounding the cancellation play into a popular conspiracy because in February 1959, development was shut down suddenly, and 2 months later, the assembly line, tooling, plans, and existing airframes and engines were ordered to be destroyed. Officially, Canada was saying it was out of the bomber business and moving into ballistics. The day the program was shut down is known as Black Friday because it put 14,500 Avro employees out of work, as well as another 15,000 who worked within the supply chain. Now this is the Dave, which I have roughly translated to mean the Dave. The Dave is an autonomous underwater vehicle developed by researchers at the Fraunhofer Institute of Optronics, System Technologies, and Image Exploitation. The Dave can reach depths of 6,000 meters and explore the seabed for sources of oil or minerals. It has a 3.5 meter long lightweight construction, and it was recently licensed by Kraken Robotics, a maritime tech company that renamed it Thunderfish Alpha? Why not the Dave? From July through September, the Thunderfish Alpha searched the bottom of Lake Ontario and found 400 different objects. Only 100 of them have been examined so far, but 2 of the finds have proven to be the lost Aero supersonic interceptor aircraft models. The prototypes are scheduled for salvage by the end of the year. The search has thus far been a huge success since people have been looking for wreckage of the supersonic aircraft and answers since the program was shut down nearly 60 years ago. It kind of makes you wonder about what they'll find once they get these things to the surface. We shall see. Also, what's up with the other 398 things that they found? Just a bunch of beer cans? Maybe something else cool in there. I'm David Manti. This is Engineering by Design. It's Canada, so we found 398 nothing interestings.